It doesn't matter how experienced you become at writing PHP or any other type of code. When you come back to a script several months later, the meaning won't always be obvious. So it's useful to add comments to remind you what the code was for. Comments are also a useful way of disabling part of a script when troubleshooting problems. PHP has 3 different styles of comments. 2 of them are the same as in JavaScript, so let's deal with them first. And to make it a little bit easier to see where the comments are, I'm going to reorganize the script in this page so the PHP is on a beginning of a line. Let's just move that. The first style of comment is anything between 2 forward slashes and the end of the line is treated as a comment and ignored by the PHP engine. So after this echo string to upper city, I'm going to add a comment by typing 2 forward slashes. And I'm using Dreamweaver as my editor, and you can see that it's already changed the color to orange. That's syntax highlighting, telling me that I'm actually doing a comment, so it will be ignored by the server. And the comment that I want to add to remind me of what's going on is temporary conversion to uppercase. The second type of comment is used not only in JavaScript, it's also used in CSS. So let's add one here, create a couple of extra lines. And the CSS type of comment is / asterisk. Everything's now turned orange, telling me that I'm writing a comment. And the value of this is it can be spread over several lines. And we finish that off with an asterisk and a /. And the final style of PHP comment comes from command line scripting. Anything between a hash and the end of the same line is treated as a comment. So let's add one of those comments down here. Let's put it just here on line 25, add in a new line, and then we'll type a hash, and everything after that will be treated as a comment. Original value remains unchanged. So those are the 3 types of comments in PHP. A double slash or a hash creates a single line comment, and the CSS style comment works exactly the same as in CSS. It can span multiple lines. So how often should you add comments to scripts? I think it really depends. Sometimes it's useful to use comments to outline the logic of your script even before you start writing any code. But there's no need to go overboard. One of the best approaches is to use what are known as self-commenting scripts. In other words, use meaningful names for variables, so it's obvious what they're for. Also, if you create your own functions, give them names that describe what they do. For example, later in this course, I'll show you how to create a function called getColor, which extracts the color from a long file name. As well as adding clarity to your scripts, comments also play an important role in troubleshooting problems. You can disable or comment out part of your script to make it easier to concentrate on the actual problem, or see the effect of removing part of your code. As a very simple example, I'm going to comment out line 27 by putting a hash at the beginning. And that has now been turned orange by Dreamweaver. It tells me it's a comment, it's going to be ignored. So if I save that page and then view it in my browser, I just need to load it. It's in folder 01_07, and the file name is comments.php. And you can now see that that last line is being ignored. It's not being displayed. So we've looked at creating single and multi-line comments in PHP. A single line comment is anything between 2 forward slashes and the end of the same line, or between a hash and the end of the same line. Multi-line comments are formed the same way as in CSS and JavaScript, using / asterisk as the opening tag and * / as the closing tag. Comments help clarify the meaning of your code. They can also be used to disable part of a script temporarily.